Hi guys, I'm Shmi, and guess what? I'm back in Monaco, and that means back with the Rari. I've missed it, obviously. It's been, well, actually it's only been about a week since I last drove it, but I'm back here now, driving it again. Took it out for a quick spin last night, all is well, and didn't bother plugging it into a trickle charger or anything. I thought it'd be fine for that length of time, and all seems to be well. Parked here next to Seb's Twizzy.
Hello.
Seb, just the two of us. It's actually quite depressing because there's no, like, Paul and Sam with the Lambo and Jag here, which sucks. But we're here, going to be around here for a couple of days, so we'll take the car out a little bit and see what's what. I think today we're going to go karting, but we're going to head down now into town to pick someone up. Yeah, it's nice to be home, if you can call it home. Oh, quick one. Look, MSO cerulean blue jumper. I may not have the McLaren here, but I've still got the light blue. Anyway, we're going to go down to town now. It's good to be back, and check this out. So I've parked the blue FF here in the harbour next to a blue yacht. That's nice. That's very, very nice. Cue the jokes about the fourth blue crew member. Look, the colour is almost the same. I'm just actually taking in quite how big these yachts are here in the harbour in Monaco. It's quite ridiculous. Such a cool place, and it's a lovely day today, which is nice, whereas in London I would be willing to bet it's windy and raining and just all round horrible. And I'm here driving around the Ferrari in Monaco with some friends, going for lunch and staring at ridiculously cool boats. So life could definitely be worse right now. Then we're in Italy now. We're heading over to the karting, which is about half an hour away, but it's quite fun because actually today we've just gone from Monaco to France to Italy, so we're doing 3 countries in this half an hour drive. But on the border we got stopped by the police, and that was quite a funny story because at first he came round to Seb's side on the left asking for documents. I got out, went round, got open my folder with all the documents in it, and literally nobody cared. They were way more interested in Seb's helmet in the boot, where we were going, and the Ferrari, and making some noise, and they cared about documents. So I didn't actually show anything to anybody, which is quite funny. But now we have a little stretch with some tunnels, and this is a good thing. Sounds so good. I miss this car. This happened then. We're at the karting, but the gates are closed, and there's a lovely letter telling us that we're not going to be karting today. We might have to come back tomorrow. So
yeah, that went well. That went really well.
Everyone's a bit glum.
Yeah. Oh well.
And
let's just drive supercars
and just rev a bit for little purpose because it's fun, and we're angry. The V12's angry too. I'm sure there's a lovely karting course here, isn't there?
It's a lovely course. I mean, we should open the gates and just take the FF round.
Take the FF round. No, we'll maybe try back again tomorrow, maybe. We'll see. For now, I guess. Back to Monaco.
Home? Yeah.
In the absence of karting, we've come up to the car wash, just giving the car a clean down, because actually this car hasn't been washed for about a month now, and obviously in that time it's been quite a bit of driving. And given that we're here in Monaco, it's quite nice to have it looking lovely, especially with the colour. And in the sort of sunset we have had right now, the colour looks bang on. But, hope it stays a bit clean. Round 2, we're back, and we're going to be heading to the karting again today. We'll go in the Ferrari. There are 4 of us today, so perfect. The Ferrari 4, we've got 4 seats, 4-wheel drive, although we don't need 4-wheel drive because the weather is lovely. The karting only opens at 3 o'clock in the afternoon, so we sort of plan this so that we get there about the right time, and hopefully it's not going to be closed again today. But then we'll get back, and I think Seb and I will then do something pretty cool after that. So we're going to jump in the car, drive back through the tunnels, make lots of noise, and get over to the karting track. So we made it, and it's open today, which is going to be awesome. I think there's somebody out before us at the moment, but then the 4 of us, sorry, I should be able to count. They're going to go out and have a go. This guy looks like he has significantly more idea than I do. who's blasting around at the moment. I haven't actually been karting in quite a while. I should do it more, it's a lot of fun. Yeah, he's on it. That thing looks quick. So we're gonna go and get signed on and whatever we gotta do, and then we're gonna be karting. We finished our sessions, which were pretty fun, although I have to say that Seb spanned me out, so I wasn't desperately pleased with him. The next guys are going out now. It's a pretty cool place, this, actually, down in like the bottom of the valley between hills, and now there's some fog coming over, but the sea's right behind us as well. So these guys just blasting down. You've got this really, really long back corner that goes all the way around, then you have a tight hairpin there, back up and around this sort of main part of the track here. But yeah, quite quick, quite fun, hard work on the arms. Definitely need to do more karting though. Just really, really good fun, the four of us. We sort of staged it so we were all driving together. But we're pretty much wrapped up here. We're gonna head back now to the house and see what we get up to later on. We are back from the karting, and the next thing we're going to be taking a look at is hidden away in this garage that Seb has just opened up. While that's taking time to open, we're with Seb, and I also actually haven't introduced Roma, who we're with, who runs a channel, Tech News and Tests.
That's right.
He's French, so speaking English is probably making his life difficult, but he does all sorts of gadget type stuff on his channel, so I'll pop a link to Roma's channel as well,
Thanks.
who's been joining us. So yeah, this car is the itswhitenoise Porsche 2.7 RS, 1973. So the car appeared a little bit in the videos I made while I was down here on my previous run, but this is obviously something pretty special.
Giving you a little sneak peek.
Yeah, a little sneak peek. Pull the covers back. Yeah,
There
so
we go.
if you don't know much about this, it's sort of like, would you say it's the 675 LT of the 70s? Is that what it is?
I don't know, I just, whenever people ask me, I say it's the holy grail of all like 911 people.
Yeah, it's basically like the ultimate sort of lightweight racing Porsche of the 70s.
I guess
like,
you could relate it to the LT itself.
and it belongs to Elizabeth Itswhitenoise, who I drove with in the 918 Spider on Gumball 3000 in America. This car living over here in Europe. It's quite cool. It's got a New York number plate on the back there. But obviously part of looking after it, it needs starting and running. So that's the
mission.
the agenda right now. Get the trickle charger on, off, and fire it up. Start up time. Seb has instructions on how this all works. We'll pull it out of the garage now. Now before it goes anywhere, before you take it for a run, which is the plan, just to make sure it keeps running properly, you have to drive it every now and then. But before we do that, we're going to take it outside and let the car warm up for a little bit. Parked beautifully between the Twizy and the FF. So small. Yeah, so when we were driving with the GT4 and the LT, the time we actually left the FF here because the battery was flat. No, not the battery was flat. What am I talking about? The tyres were flat. They joined us with the RS when we also had Sam in the F-Type R, and we had Paul in the Gallardo as well, so we had the 5 cars. We're in the car. Seb is driving.
Yes, hello.
So this is a pretty special car. This thing, 2.7 RS, Porsche made 500 of them, homologated race car. It has 210 brake horsepower, 2.7 litre flat six, hence the name. 0 to 60 I think is about 5.5 seconds. So this really was like a 70s proper awesome car.
Yeah, it was like the RS of the time.
Yeah, and how is it? How is it driving it?
It's amazing. I mean, the thing that everyone is always like, is it really, really hard to drive and stuff? Once you learn sort of all the little particularities of this car and you learn how to drive it, it's completely fine. I mean, it's really not that hard. I mean, obviously it's got a lot of character when you drive it. The steering's heavy. The clutch pedal's quite heavy, you have to take the gear shifts quite slow, and all that sort of stuff. But you know, it's really light, and as you said, how much? 210 horsepower?
210 horsepower, and it's under a ton. Less than 1,000
So
kilos.
it has got some power. It's got more power than people think. And the handling's quite particular to old 911s. Sort of round the corners, you need to sort of accelerate and not lift off, because or else the back will come back round. So you've sort of got to learn how to drive it. But once you've got it, it's just a beauty to drive, and you can really bond with it, and it's really nice.
And as you just said, you feel absolutely awesome driving this
you
thing.
feel cool. You feel very cool.
It's properly cool. We've had a change around then. I'm having a go. We've put some fuel in it. This is quite cool. This is obviously a spectacularly special car. There are not exactly very many of them in the world. Ah. Gotta be so careful. No power steering around the hairpin. And off we go.
It's quite heavy, the steering, isn't it?
Yeah.
And there's lots of play in the steering and in the gear shift.
And I've literally been driving this for a few seconds, so I'm in full concentration mode.
Yeah.
And big thanks, of course, to itswhitenoise for the opportunity. This is pretty special. It's also quite weird because you don't have a passenger side mirror or anything like that.
That's because of race car, right?
I think it's just the way it was done back then.
There you go.
Because a lot of like Testarossa and that kind of stuff don't have a mirror on the non-driver side. But seems alright to me. So just get used to the gear shift. Flip it down. Hilarious. God, I'm being so careful.
You have to be. This car's very valuable. So when I got in this car, Tim, the itswhitenoise guys taught me how to drive it. So around a corner like this, you'd usually lift off like that, but that's when the back starts coming around. So you need to sort of try and keep accelerating a little bit.
Yeah.
Keep accelerating. And can you feel the back of the car sort of hunk down and find its grip?
Yeah, I know what you mean. We've got the rear engine.
Exactly.
The thing weighs absolutely nothing, and it's all so different to how modern cars are, where you have 1,000,001 different kind of electronic driver aids. Whereas this basically was a 70s race car, so it has none.
It's pretty intense. It's an intense
You were saying
car
this
to drive.
specific car even did some racing at Le Mans.
So, from what I've understood, this has done at least a lap at Le Mans for the actual thing. So, this car has got pretty intense racing pedigree. And it's one of the only black ones in the world as well.
Okay.
So, it's a special one, and it's a very cool looking one. And all original.
You have to turn the wheel so much.
Yeah, there's a lot of play in the wheel.
That was fun, but we're back now. Car is here, plugged in the trickle charger. It's had a good run, so it can be left for a little bit longer. Now we'll cover it back up. Seb's just locking it all up. Popping the cover on. No central locking in a 70s car.
The size of the boot, it's huge.
That's massive. Plenty of space for stuff in there. Then we'll get the cover out and put that on the car. The next part then of this seemingly never-ending vlog, it seems to be, but we're up at the house getting ready to head off because Seb and I are now going to be going back to London for a bit, and then we're going to be joined by Paul and Sam and going to Dubai for a bit. So this is all going to be very exciting, but obviously this means that the car is now going to be left here, at least for a couple of weeks. Now, it is a Ferrari after all, so I wanted to make sure it goes onto a trickle charger like we did with the RS before. Seb's parents are around, but just to make sure there are no issues with the car, the battery will be conditioned and that will keep it all running. This is the first time I've done this with the FF, and it's a tight squeeze, as you can see. If I open the boot, maybe I can just about squeeze the camera in to show you this. I've got to be very careful because it only opens about that far without banging on the wall. The trickle charger plugs in there. This is all upside down. The panel comes off. That piece comes off, and then there's a socket just in there to plug it in. Then you run it out here, specifically in the corner, so that it doesn't damage any seals. So that works nicely. So you can close the boot back down and keep it shut. Then the trickle charger is just down here. You can see it's on and all working, but it has a really, really short cable, so we can only run it. It's literally only that long. So we had to get an extension cable, and obviously UK cable, adapter, extension cable, all the way to the plug. So that was a little bit awkward. But it's in, it's plugged in. I suppose technically I can now lock it.
You've done some pretty good parking.
We have done some pretty good parking. Just look at how tightly we've got this in. Like, completely right in on the side. Tucked in around the front so that either car can come out. The car's filthy, it's going to need a clean when we get back. I'm just hoping that there's going to be no reason that the tracker telephones me while it's away, which is quite funny.
It's not.
So I'm sure you guys know these supercars have trackers, so that basically, if the car so much as moves an inch, whether it's running or not, I get a phone call, and if I don't respond to the phone call, the police come. So, yeah, it's quite, well, security's quite good, and you pay for that service, of course. But, yeah, be back soon. When I get back, it'll be straight to the car wash, and then we'll be out to have some more fun again.
It feels like you just got here.
Yeah, we've only been here. I've only been back down for a couple of days. But this is basically why I left the Ferrari here. Everybody was always asking about this. But even just now, we've been driving around with more than 2 people in the car. And we couldn't have done that.
I think it's the best car for this sort of area.
Yeah, completely. It's a Ferrari. The V12 sounds amazing off the rocks. And yeah, it just fits in. It's just very Monaco. But I'm just sad now we're leaving this sunshine for London, where it's supposedly going to be freezing tonight and under 0 degrees, and that's not so cool. But I'm going to wrap it up there. This has been awesome. Driving the itswhitenoise RS. What else did we do? We went karting. We've just generally done normal life down here in Monaco, and it's been brilliant. So thank you very much for watching, guys. Make sure you're subscribed. I'll be catching up with you again very soon with some more videos from London, and then our big trip to Dubai. Thanks, guys. Cheers. Hi Nick, how are you?
Hello, welcome.
Thank you very much.
Hi, nice to see you.
Pretty excited about today. I can see the car over there. Let's go straight inside.